And only on Fox 31 tonight, we're hearing from a Colorado man who actually saved the life of a U.S. president. He was a Secret Service agent who spotted a gun and took down the woman wielding it during an assassination attempt on President Gerald Ford. Had Secret Service agent Larry Buendorf's instincts not kicked in on September 5th, 1975, presidential history would have been forever rewritten.
Yeah, afterwards you look at it and kind of go, gosh, that goes down so fast that I do everything that I was supposed to do.
Buendorf is 86 now, retired and living in Colorado Springs. This was him on that day in 1975 when a member of the Manson family tried to kill President Gerald Ford.
The way that came down was Squeaky Farm, of course, was in the crowd. What I saw was her hand coming up with the gun in it. And I just simply stepped in front of the president and took the gun away from her before she could fire a round.
One of the Secret Service agents lunged, grabbed the hand and the weapon, and then I was pushed off by the other members of the Secret Service detail.
The Colorado man has a unique place in history.
From the Secret Service perspective, you elect him, we protect him.
He's one of the few people who've been in the same situation as those Secret Service agents in Pennsylvania, trained to act fast and keep a politician alive.
I think about that every now and then, yes, because you like to think that you made a difference, and I hope that I did.
Buendorf protected President Ford during frequent visits to the president's home in Beaver Creek, Colorado.
I headed up his ski team that skied with him on the mountain, so I traveled with him. We were pretty close.
He stayed after President Ford left office, too, working in his Secret Service detail until 1993, spending 5 months a year with Ford here in Colorado, before leaving to join the U.S. Olympic Committee in Colorado Springs as chief of security, where he worked until about 6 years ago.
Wait.
As he watched the assassination attempt on former President Trump unfold, he says the Secret Service response was textbook.
They reacted just the way they're trained to do, and that is cover and evacuate. And they did that. That's our job. We're not political, or we could be Democrats or Republicans or whatever, but the office is the one that we protect, and the person that holds that office becomes our primary objective.
Buendorf says the biggest difference between the assassination attempt he helped thwart and yesterday's is the heated rhetoric in the country leading up to yesterday's shooting.